What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is a look at two things. The Bone Breaker prize wall for this weekend, and what appears to be the highlight on the Bone Breaker prize wall, which is these new plates. So let's take a look. So first of all, for 30K, you get this new Rainbow Explosion. For 45K, you get Braun Breaker, the Bone Breaker, plus this new Rainbow Explosion plate. So for 15K, if you don't get him, you might as well get that and get that. Now, are you going to be able to get either of these without having Braun Breaker already this weekend? Only your wallet can tell. That's basically it. So, yeah. So here's what we're doing with this. First off, let's look at the Rainbow Explosion, which is then going to look at all the other plates. So the Rainbow Explosion, it's the same thing that we've had now for kind of all of the specialty gem types that they're kind of bringing in. Whenever you make 4 or more cross break gems, increase all your gem damage by 500%. Or if you go with the individualized colors, they're 300%. So right off the bat, every CM Punk, but especially zombie CM Punk, hello, yes please. Might play around with some Diamond Dallas Page once they actually send this over to me, which I'm hoping, now that they do soon, because I want to play with these plates. That would be very nice. But yeah, there's a lot of characters that are using X breaks that now are maybe back in the conversation, just the same way that the Frankie plate brings some of your Blast Gem users back into the conversation. And you can also, of course, pair these with other plates that will buff up additional things, and so on and so forth, like the 8th anniversary plates. So this is a huge win. This is the yeet for X breaks. So automatically, this plate especially is a huge get. Nature Boy says, and my wallet says, don't even think about it, brother. Yeah, but basically, this one's 30K or any of the individual colors for 15K. Again, keep in mind, 300% buff, 500% buff. That's a big difference. Then you've got a Braun Breaker plate. It's a combo plate, so you get the 150% gem damage strap, which he desperately needs to survive, and then tier 6 medals. You've got more ultimate plates here. Each one of them basically a specific era, but it's going to be ultimate random era. I'm sorry, it's not a specific era. It's a 150%, but it's a random era. And you kind of go from there, but it's specific to Powerhouse, Showboat, whatever. So at the very least, you can narrow down to okay, you got a 1 in 6 chance. I'm sorry, no, you don't have a 1 in 6 chance. That'd be if it's color. You can narrow it down to the class, the color, but you're gonna get a random era. So I don't know how many eras there are in the game. Somebody count that for me. Then you've got Shards of I keep doing that. Xavier Woods, The New Day's World. Shards of Zombie CM Punk, if you didn't get him from the kickoff. Shards of LA Knight. Zombie Bailey. The Tusos. Dragon. For some reason, Aleister Black. Him, if you missed him. So basically, your A tier for the last 3 months. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of jumping around. Strap parts, Star Fragments. Trickster bundles, because Braun Breaker is a terrible trickster, and so on and so forth. So this is a pretty standard, pretty basic prize wall, but the biggest thing about it is going to be this plate, or these plates, I should say. If you've got them, you could probably do some things with them. So if you're going to go all out this weekend, that's what I would say you go out for. If you can't get to 15K, because who knows with the setup on these, then at least you should be able to get some shards for, right here. That's pretty decent, right? 280 shards if you get to 6K. If you're close on him, he's pretty good. If you're close on her, she's very good. If you're close on him, he can do some things. He can do some things, right? So it's a pretty basic prize wall, but a pretty big addition to it with the plate. Let's look at the contest real quick. I haven't even touched it yet. You got Bone Breaker's solo contest, and you got these things that we're going to talk about in a second here as well. Ways to do it is to win a match with Bonebreaker and to spend loot. And then you've got the faction competition here. This should be a showdown, right? I don't know. Faction competition, collect medallions. And if your faction maxes, you get 500 medallions plus 700 on that. That's fine. That's specifically okay, right? So that's that part of it. Let's look at the solo part of it again and just see. Looks like 36 big milestones. So if you max the normal part, you've got a silver bullet. Have this silver bullet blitz ticket ready, especially on a full moon. So this is probably going to be like Halloween night, something like that. You'll have a howling bad time without it. Defeat this frightful monster to earn their shards in week 5. There you go. So this is a week 5. If you get the silver bullet, you're going to go up against what I'm hoping is Werewolf Jacob Fatu, because that seems like what we're at. Oh, thank you, Chef Boricua. There's 9 eras, so you have a 1 in 9 chance with those straps. Then you've got Bug Spray. Keep this Bug Spray Blitz ticket close. You're not repelling bugs. You're repelling a walker waiting to clothesline you to the underworld. Defeat them to earn their shards in week 3. So this is next weekend's, right? No, this is weekend 1, isn't it? So this is 2 weekends from now. Looks like there's going to be multiple new characters. Instead of just 2, looks like maybe 3. Clothesline to the underworld. So Zombie JBL, maybe perhaps. We've already got a Striker JBL, but that doesn't stop them from doing that. I don't know. Who do you think in there? Yeah, Chuck Urick says Jacob and JBL so far. That's my guesses there. And then you got a hatchet or an axe. We already got axe. Wouldn't it be funny if they introduced Zombie Powerhouse Axe right after they... Anyway. Don't lose this Axe Blitz ticket. The Park Ranger is lurking by the camp and ready to suplex you to the grave. Defeat them to earn their shards in week 4. So we're going to have a Powerhouse Park Ranger, and the clue is suplexes. So who is a suplex machine? We've already got a zombie alleged Brock Lesnar. Who else would we say like suplex is their main gimmick? I mean, that's who I think of. Park Ranger, like maybe it's the Mountie. I mean, we could get the Mountie in the game for the first time as a zombie. Zombie Kurt Angle. Yeah, Zombie Kurt Angle would be cool. We already have a Powerhouse Kurt Angle, but I would take that all day long. I think that would be a great one to have in the game. Yeah, so I would guess. So basically we have week 3 right here, Bug Spray. But again, keep in mind it's Bug Spray is the theme. So you're repelling a walker zombie who wants to clothesline you. So it's maybe like a bug-looking JBL, maybe. And then the next weekend, we're getting maybe Zombie Kurt Angle. I don't know. And then right here, we're getting the Silver Bullet, which hopefully is S+ tier Werewolf Jacob Fatu. That would be cool, right? That would be super cool. So that's what you're getting. You're getting one of each if you max. But when you get into the bonus milestones, usually the first 2 suck, just so you know. First 3 suck. That has nothing to it. Usually they get you to where you have to spend at least 1 mega to get into the good stuff. So right here, 40 Brawn Breaker, 3,000 medallions. Right here, 4,010 Penta. That's okay. 4,500 there. So once you get into this territory, you're starting to get where you might get yourself that X-Break Explosion plate. But overall, I would say, yeah, really the gotchas, the gitchas, the most important things to go after this weekend is really those Blitz tickets, it looks like. The medallions are good, but I've already kind of explained the prize wall. They're fine. You know, like if you can get one of the X-Break plates, that's a huge win for this weekend. So that's it for this one. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and then send this to your friend or faction mate who's like, hey, what am I going for this weekend? Really, 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 these Blitz tickets are what's got my eye. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.